Good morning. My name's Avita. I live in Kent, Washington, Zone 8B. I'm going to be planting a Vanilla Strawberry Hydrangea. It is hardy in zones 3 through 8. It can get as high as 6 or 7 feet and as wide as 5 or 6 feet. And I'm going to be adding it to kind of the front area of my garden, or of my rear garden, I should say. I have a lot of roses, and I really need to add a little bit of variety to my garden. And this area gets quite a bit of sun, so it needed to be a hydrangea that could withstand some sun. About 2 p.m. or so, it starts getting shady in this area, so it doesn't get too hot of afternoon sun, but it does get some good morning sun, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and get this planted, and I'm working without a mic today, so I apologize in advance. But again, this is a Vanilla Strawberry Hydrangea. I pre-dug this hole. I ordered this plant on Amazon. It's my first time ever ordering a plant online, and when it came in, it was in decent shape. However, it was stressed, and the leaves were pointing down, and they were a little bit wrinkly. That was on Saturday. It's now Tuesday, so I waited a couple days because it was really stressed out. And now the leaves are starting to point up. It is looking a lot better than it did, and I know that today, when it gets up to 80 degrees, it is going to have some moments of looking sad, but then by evening again, it'll start to pick back up when it cools down. It's just kind of going through a little bit of stress right now, but I think I've waited long enough. I want to get it in the ground and get it going so that it can get established for the summer. um, it's the second week of July here, so alrighty, let's get started. Again, I'm working without a mic, so it's really loud. I pre-dug my hole on Saturday and dug out all the rocks, so this should be ready to go. I've got my organic Espoma plant tone, which adds nutrients and microbes to the soil to kind of give it a good start. I'll do a little bit of rocks here. That hole I dug all the rocks out of it already, so it's actually pretty good to go. And I don't want this to be too shallow, and I tend to have a problem with putting things too shallow. And as you can see, this dark soil here I brought in, or I should say me and my boyfriend Travis brought in on Saturday, and I'm distributing it through my garden to help enrich the soil. Go ahead and loosen it up a little bit by pushing on the side if you want to break the plant. Feels really loose. Like it's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. The soil is really loose. Like it's just gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's gonna be harder than I thought it would probably was dug out of the ground this season, which is probably why it's a little stressed. And the roots aren't as root bound as you would like in order to take it out of here. I don't want to disturb the roots too much. It's like there's a gap in between, and it's not filling up the hole. I'm just trying to slide it out. I'm gonna have to do this quick. It's not gonna be pretty. I'm so sorry, baby. Say a little prayer for you. Rough. So it was really, really loose. And the roots were not that established, which is why it's really stressed out. But it's still it's still good to get it in the ground. I don't want to wait any longer. The weather's just gonna keep getting warmer. I think I got it pretty high. I have to water this in right away this morning without getting the leaves wet too, so it doesn't fry. Just like kind of mounding it and making sure the soil kind of filled in. Now this is extra soil that I took out. These rocks. So now what I think I'm going to do is just even out this ground, which I don't know that I necessarily need to record, but I'm just going to pause this video really quick and get this evened out and then show you the end.